Keisha was way more pro-black. She was the way they described it.
I kind of got that a little bit.
A little bit from Keisha because you notice she was wearing like the Queen Latifah hats a little bit.
Yeah, and wear the suits.
I think we recently talked about this, man. Like, we talked about you in the script, and you talked about Keisha being more pro-black, and that hadn't been within the last couple of episodes.
Yeah,
unless I'm making like, I'm crazy. Like I be making stuff up, but I swear we.
No, you didn't make that up. You didn't make that up.
I'm like, did I make that up?
So first, Chris Rock, as we know, was an original Pookie. It was Martin Lawrence. I don't know if people didn't know that. So supposedly the role was intended for Martin, but a scheduling conflict changed him, so he couldn't do it. So then Vivica Fox passed on playing Michael Michelle's role as Selena, and she passed on Keisha because she was on the soap opera Generations.
I can see her being Keisha.
Side note, did y'all know that Vivica Fox was on The Young and the Restless allegedly?
I shared a video in the group like a couple weeks ago. It was like they got into a fight. It's like she got into a fight on the episode.
But that was Generations.
Oh, that was Generations.
That was Generations.
Okay, I knew it was one of the soap operas.
That was Generations. What we was talking about. That was
they kicking off their shoes.
Yeah, that was Generations. So the funnier thing is that was the closest thing we had to a black full opera, a soap opera, because they had almost all black cast on Generations. Generation was like 60% black. If you go back and look at that cast, but she turned that down. Turned down the movie for that, and then ultimately went to Michael Michelle and Vanessa Williams, not Vanessa A. No, Vanessa A. Williams, not Vanessa Williams. Eddie Murphy was maybe gonna star as Nino Brown.
Yeah,
I can't see it.
Yeah, I'm glad he didn't do that.
Yeah.
And so that would have been good at that time for his brand. No.
Yeah, because that would have been 90, 91.
Yeah, that'd be right before Boomerang.
Yeah.
But Eddie just ruled the 80s with
everything.
And Beverly Hills.
Beverly Hills Cops, Coming to America.
It just that'd have been his crossover. That'd have been his black movie. That'd have been his crossover movie.
Sorry, but it probably would have stalled him.
Yeah, ooh,
it would. That's exactly. I'm saying that'd have been his. That's literally like it's literally he's crossing over into the black audiences because again, Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours. Those aren't black movies.
No, they're mainstream.
There's a mainstream movie. So
we just had Harlem Nights and Coming to America. What?
Basically. Yeah. But even with like, and then those are still with the comedy. So it's like this wouldn't have.
And low key,
this would have been good for his brand. It wouldn't have been.
You know what? And this would have came right after Harlem Nights. This would have came right after Harlem Nights. This movie, if he did New Jack, and if I don't know if people remember, the regular critics and mainstream panned Harlem Nights. They did not like it. It was a commercial flop. Yeah. We resaved it. We resaved it as black people. Like, yo,
yeah, it's a black classic.
And you gotta, and it makes sense now. I never thought about you just said that, Stacey, of like he had an all mainstream crowd, and it's like, oh, we're gonna do all this all black shit, and they got in there and it's like, this ain't the Eddie I came to see, and that's what I'm wondering if they came in there into the theater of like, this ain't the Eddie that I saw in 48 Hours.
That's right.
This ain't the Eddie I saw in Golden Child. Like this is. All
so you had to revamp it with Boomerang.
Yeah,
it's because it's even like again. There's New Jack City isn't funny.
No,
right? I mean, there may be something that you giggled at, but like no. So
that's a drama.
You're literally leaving comedy, and like so. It wouldn't have. Good decision, whoever decided.
Yeah. Next up, it says Nino Brown was patterned after Dracula. Writer Barry Michael Cooper, rest in peace, Barry Michael Cooper, envisioned Nino as a nocturnal predator. The Carter was his castle. The community was his prey. So the real name Nino Brown came from the boutique Nino Gabriel's Ultra Fly Brown and Tan shopping bags, which were a Harlem badge of honor. So it was a place called Nino Gabriel in boutique in Harlem. That's where he got Nino Brown from.
Okay.
The rooftop scene. Barry Michael Cooper wrote the legendary "Am I My Brother's Keeper" moment on the set in the burst of a last minute inspiration. So he wrote that was like basically like almost like a This needs to go here. Actor Michael Wright from the Five Heartbeats, who played Eddie Kane, was the original pick for Scotty, but he turned it down. So what do y'all think of Eddie Kane being Scotty, being the main cop?
That was Ice-T. You saw Ice-T character?
No.
No.
I think he could have pulled it off with the part. If he'd have pulled that, he's like, what he say? He said, I want to arrest you so bad, my dick getting off.
Yeah.
I can see Eddie Kane doing that.
That teacher, that was my mother.
Eddie Kane would have tore that up. You can't tell me no different. I think he would have been all right.
Eddie Kane, even to this day, Eddie Kane looks like nights like this.
He got pigeonholed. And then I made it. I think when he did what was the film he did right after that? Sugar Hill. I think he pigeonholed himself into like that was Eddie Kane if he was a drug dealer in Sugar Hill.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, Clint Eastwood is the one that helped Mario Van Peebles get the money and everything to go for, and gave him the props to be able to get going for the film. Did not know that. Shout out to Clint Eastwood. I thought you were partly racist, brother.
Yeah, I thought he was racist.
Yeah.
He just plays a racist on TV.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Samantha.
No, I say it don't matter when you're trying to make money.
Yeah. That's true. All right. Originally, G Money was originally a minor character. Barry Michael Cooper insisted on a rewrite to make him Nino's emotional anchor, creating the tragic brotherhood we see today. Interesting. The real meaning of CMB. While it stood for Cash Money Brothers in the film, the initials were a secret personal tribute. CMB is actually writer Barry Michael Cooper's initials reversed. So he threw himself in there backwards. That's dope. Nino was allegedly already an ex-con. In Thomas Lee's original script, Nino Brown was incarcerated before the movie begins. So basically, he'd been getting out, and they'd been putting him on. The original finale was 15 minutes longer. The massive chunk of the ending was cut, including the deeper tactical details on the police raid and the fallout of the Carter. Nino lived in the original ending. Nino survived but lost everything, becoming a living ghost on the streets he once ruled. Sidebar, allegedly, this is all alleged, but this man said it. Christopher Williams is producing a sequel called Abdul about his character in the new Jack City world. It's supposed to be on HBO. I don't know. He said it on the interview. I haven't seen anything.
Ain't nobody fucking with Chris.
He must be dreaming.
Hey, not the educated brother from the
Don't
bank.
wake him.
So it's supposed to be it wasn't Abdul, what was his name? Kareem.
Yeah, the educated brother from the bank.
Yeah.
Hey, you remember when they were supposed to reboot? Was that New Jack? Nah, that was Juice. It was after Soldier Boy.
We know that was a troll job. I don't care. Nobody said that was, or it could have been somebody fishing. Like, all right, if I did cast him, what would y'all think?
He's supposed to play Bishop.
Oh my, yeah, he's supposed to play Bishop too.
Who? Soldier Boy?
Yeah.
This was back in the 20s.
Hold on. I got to pull this up now. Now we got to take a detour. Hold on.
Well, also remember we have a schedule.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
True. Let me. All right, but you won't do that. All right. Writer Michael, with the last name, Barry Michael Cooper wrote a prequel and sequel titled "Am I My Brother's Keeper?" It reveals Nino's real name is Nicholas Brown and explores his childhood before the Carter. So it's already written. So, all right. So let's get into our discussion about our guest and our homie Stacy, the adventures of Stacy and Samantha. What is she says all these different things, like it was me and Samantha. What is your favorite adventure with Stacy offhand from the
my god, that's so hard to say. It was so many. It just, there is no favorite, although I will wait. You remember we was speaking with going to Northland to the Dollar Show. Remember we was in the car eating donuts.
I
was just telling.
It was DJ Cuddy. Okay,
What you
so
like about that?
it's a ridiculous story of how this night even happened. There was a club that they created for teenagers,
Right.
right? It was called, I want to call it the Click. Was it called the Click?
It's the Click. It was in
Yeah, the
North Carolina.
Click out on Halls Ferry.
The
So,
Click.
all right.
Yeah.
We never made it. We never made it.
So I think you probably like we weren't old enough to get in. I think you had to be like 15 or something, and like we just were like weren't something like that. Whatever it was, we get there, we don't get in. But so one of her homeboys was there, and we end up like leaving and hanging out with them for like the rest of the night. The station wagon that we were in belonged to DJ Cuddy's mama. It was DJ Cuddy was the one that was driving. Okay, now he wasn't DJ Cuddy then.
He was Aaron.
Aaron.
And then like years later, like when you see him, you're like, wait a minute, was we doing donuts in your mama's station wagon in North? And we had to and then they had to take us back to the Click so that our ride could come take us back home. Like it's just oh wait a minute, I was thinking about this the other day. Do you remember that party? Oh, it had to been 04. It was like downtown at like the Adams Mark something.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was a big ass party, and
we
like,
had came home for something.
Yeah, I think everybody had come home. I was already home. I think it was Christmas time. It was like a big Christmas party down there. Like going to that. It was something else I just was thinking about. That's gonna drive me insane. Like I just lost it. Shitballs. Stank on you. You know what stank on you is?
No. What about going to Saints with the pajama party?
Like, please understand. Like, going to Saints or going to the Palace was like, I mean, that was the club. So
I got a question. Did y'all ever hit Hazelwood Day? Any Hazelwood Day stories?
No, I've never hit Hazelwood Day.
I've gone, but we've never gone together.
Not together.
No. Like I never went to Hazelwood Day. Like, cause I didn't want to. I don't like Six Flags. So that's not a selling point for me. So it's like I get that everybody went.
Yeah. I don't want to get on no rides.
I gotta be outside all damn day. So, and I only knew like one person who went to Hazelwood at the time. Hazelwood Central, 99. We threw a party for the guys, these guys that graduated. We threw a whole party for them. And who the hell's backyard was that?
That was my uncle's backyard.
That's Lofty House?
Yeah.
All right, so we throw this party. Now, here's what's the craziest part of this. Wait a minute. Dana Ass brought turkey hot dogs, which is a whole thing. Cause she's like, oh, turkey bacon is so good. Blah, blah. These are 18-year-old black men about to go away to college on basketball and whatnot scholarships, and your ass done brought turkey hot dogs.
Hey, this cool ass Scott from the I Love 90s Music Podcast. Hit that subscribe button right now. Like it on the SOLC Network. You finna get all the real deal on the 90s, the 2000s, and the splash of that 80s. Do it right now, man, and I'll be your friend.